Lovely. Let's take, everyone take a minute. Get yourselves grounded. Nice seated position. Legs crossed. Deep inhales. Let's bring our hands together in prayer and close our eyes for a few moments and take nice deep inhales. We're going to do 6 breaths. Changes our energy, releases some of the energy that's excess, calms our mind. Think about the crown of the head. Feel those shoulders drop. Beautiful. One more nice deep breath. Let's take our right hand over onto the left side of our head. Left hand on the mat. Back is nice and straight. Arms are aligned with the ears. Gentle little pull. Let's stretch that neck out. And breathe. Two more nice deep breaths here. You need a little bit more extension. Walk those fingertips out onto the side of the mat even farther. And let's release and change sides. Nice little tilt of the head, elongating that neck, pulling it over till it's nice and just till it pinches a bit, and then let it back off a bit. And again, walking those fingers out. Feel the release, feel that tension release. One more nice deep breath. Beautiful. Bring your hands back to center. Rock your sit bones side to side, making sure those sit bones are on the mat. Let's stretch the back. Inhale, bring the right hand overhead, left hand back on the mat. Bending that left elbow. Let's bend right into that side body. And then lift up the chin when you get into position. You want a nice big stretch here. Inhale, change sides. So when you get into position, you just lift up that chin a bit. It repositions that ear over top of that shoulder, making sure those sit bones stay on the mat. Back up to a seated position. Extend both legs out in front of you. Again, rocking side to side. Bring the right foot to the mat. Let's bring it over top of the left. Both hands on that right knee. Pull that knee in close to the chest. Left hand on the right knee. Right hand behind you. Let's twist it out. We're waking up that side body. Only look as far as the shoulder. Nice, deep, calming breaths. Beautiful. Let's roll back to center. Lift that foot back up. Place it on the mat gently. Stretch the back. Bring your shoulders down for a moment. Bring the left foot to the mat. Pull it into your chest for a moment and then bring it over top of the right. Both hands, foot is flexed on the right. Right hand on that left knee. Side body twist. You'll feel that right down the side of that left body. Anything that gets trapped in there, Just slowly lets it out. Your digestion, anything else. One more nice deep breath. Inhale back to center, release everything. Bring both knees over to the side. Then move your way into tabletop. Nice little stable table. Curl those toes under. And then drop the hips over to the right. Arms are out in front, nice and long. Fingers are spread apart. Feel those toes stretching. Inhale back to center. Push yourself forward. Bring those hips over to the left. Feeling that stretch in the toes. Beautiful. One more nice deep breath here. Inhale back to center. Walk those hands out to the front of the mat. Curl those toes under, high plank. Press yourself forward, spread those toes. I want to see if you want to be on the balls of those feet. Lift up the glutes just a bit and breathe. Nice big breaths. Calm your mind. 2 more deep breaths. And then lower yourself down. Forehead to the mat. Untuck the toes. Push those shoulder blades down. Bring the elbows to the mat, forearms to the mat. Lift your chin up. Stretch that back out. Then come up onto your hands. Push yourself up into a nice little cobra. Feel that big stretch. Lift the chin high. Slowly lower down. Forehead to the mat. Lift the toes up off the mat. Bring the forehead to the mat. Bring the hands out to airplane. Keeping that forehead on the mat. Fingers are spread apart. Lift the feet up higher. Lower the feet down. Wrap the hands out in front of you. Lift the chest up. And breathe. 2 more nice deep breaths. Keep that chin up. Arms are up. Now lift the feet up. Toes are pointed. Hands are active. 2 more nice deep breaths here. Lower the forehead down. Release everything to the mat. Let the glutes flop open. Feet are relaxed. 1 deep breath here. Bring your hands beside you. Curl those toes under. Spread the fingers. High plank. Beautiful. Feel those balls of the feet. When you're ready, lift up the left leg. Bring it down. Right. Bring it down. Remember, if you want to modify, you spread the right leg out. Bring the knees in. Then left leg and switch sides. Either way, you're still getting that nice range of motion. Keep up and down with the feet. Pull the belly in. Remember to push yourself forward. 1 more time each side. Walk yourself back to downward facing dog. Let those feet rest on the mat. Stretch out that back of those legs. First dog of the day, breathe. Walk your hands all the way back until you're in forward fold. Let the arms dangle. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale all the way up. Beautiful breath. Exhale, hands to the side. Turn your palms facing out. Shoulders are down, press them down, little pelvic tilt. Let's bring up that right leg. Remember to spread the toes on the mat. Keeping that belly engaged, press the foot out and in for 3. Bring it down, walk it out, shake those hands out. Back to neutral mountain pose. Remind yourself to get into alignment. Spreading the toes helps with the balance. Pivot onto the left foot, follow the foot, and then bring that knee up. Again, when you come out of a pose, you just go back in. I want you to hold for 3 nice deep breaths. Release the foot to the mat. Release those hands. Mountain pose. Inhale that right leg out. Open and close the foot. Push it out in front of you for 5. Bring the knee up, keeping that knee up. Inhale all the way back into warrior 3. Keep those hands up nice and high. Try to keep that back straight. Swing the hands back to airplane. Fold down a little bit farther. Inhale, bring the knee all the way through. Bring it up and then bring it down. Walk it out. Back to mountain pose. Bring the left up. Kick it back and out for 5. Beautiful. Work at your own pace. And then slowly bring yourself back into that beautiful warrior 3. And then bring it all the way through again, up, and then release it to the mat. Walk it out. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Fingertips to the mat. Bend those knees. Nice little bend. Straighten up the back, the legs, forward fold again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Low plank. Inhale to cobra. Stretch it out. Downward dog. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Bring the right hand beside the right foot. Placing it down. Extending that left arm up. Nice little side twist. Breathe. Press it back up into warrior 2. Nice little press in that front knee. Warrior 1. Beautiful chair. Swing the arms behind you and swing them back up. Stay in that chair 3 times. Bring the hands up nice and high, looking up each time, looking down, looking up. This is called breath of joy. Keep the hands up. Placing the hands on the mat. Walk your feet out, lower down into your yogi squat. Hands together in prayer. Lift up that chin. Let's see. Bring the hands together over to the side, over to the left. Inhale to center. We're going to try to bring that left elbow over towards that right knee. Again, working within your own practice. Inhale to center. Lift up the chest, open up those elbows, bring the hands to the mat, press it up into forward fold, down, forward fold. Deep breath, inhale, halfway lift. Step it back into your high plank, low plank. Shoulders press them down when you're down here. Inhale to cobra. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Left foot forward. Warrior one. Warrior two. Left hand beside the left foot. So folding yourself forward into that beautiful open space, then turn the body to the side with that right arm extended way in the air. You'll feel the outside of the right foot on the mat. Deep breath back into warrior two, warrior one, chair. Remember to pelvic tilt when you're down in this chair. Lift up the chin. And let's do our breath of joy for 3. Push the arms back. Open up the chest, bring them up, back. So your chest almost folds onto your thighs. Breathe, keep the hands up. Bring the hands together in prayer. Down into your beautiful yogi squat. Nice, lift up that chin. 2 more nice deep breaths. Let's twist it out. Keep the elbows up. Bring them over towards that right knee, the left elbow to the right. Center. Right elbow over towards the left. Deep breath into center. Hands to the mat. Press it back up into a forward fold, walking those feet in. Slight bend in the knees. Step it back into your downward dog. Down into tabletop. And then lower yourself down. Slowly untucking the toes, coming down onto your belly. Airplane hands beside your body. Toes are together. Lift up the chest and the legs together. And then we're going to look to the right. We're going to slide those airplane hands down each side. Inhale to center. Exhale over to the left. Beautiful core work. Keep going nice and slow. It's almost like peaceful warrior on the sides. Keep going. Legs are off the mat. Toes are pointed. One more time each side. Lower the feet. Bring the hands underneath the forehead. Let everything flop open. Let's bring that right arm and slide it underneath that left arm, stretching out those shoulders. Change sides. Right hand comes to the mat. You're on your elbow as you walk that left hand underneath, and then you lower yourself gently onto that left shoulder. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Onto your forearms. Spread your fingers apart. Tuck those toes in. When you're ready, up to a forearm plank. Just roll yourself back onto those feet. Then I want you to push yourself forward to the front of the mat. Roll back onto the feet for 5. Deep breath when you're coming up. Exhale, coming back onto the balls of the feet. Stay in that forearm plank. 2 more breaths. Onto your knees. Walk yourself back into child's pose. Arms are extended in front of you. Stretch them out. Big breaths here. Slide your hands back onto your knees. Come up onto your knees. Toes are untucked. Roll those shoulders up towards the ears. Release any tension here. Bring them forward for nice rolls. Settle into a neutral position. Hands are active at the side. Bring the right foot forward. Bring the hands up into the air. Stretch it out into that beautiful runner's lunge. That back leg is extended behind you. You're dropping into those hips. Push yourself back. Extend that right foot up. Straighten up that right foot. The foot flexes as it comes up. A lot of good core work here. And then remember to bring your arms back. Come forward and back. Use the momentum forward and back. Lifting up that foot each time. One more time. Forward. Bring both hands to the mat. Tuck that toe in on the left. Bring it up. Step it forward into forward fold. Deep breath here. Extend that right leg back. Drop that knee to the mat. Bring that left foot forward more on the mat until you get that beautiful, nice long stretch into that hip area. When you're ready, deep breath up. Beautiful mountain hands. Drop into that stretch a little bit more. And then slowly press yourself back onto that right side, straightening up that left foot. Left leg is straight, foot is in the air, and come forward again and back. A lot of balance here. Keep going nice and slow. One more time. Coming forward, bringing those hands to the mat. Curl that toe under on the right, lift up that right leg, step it forward into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Deep breath all the way up to that beautiful mountain pose. Our feet are hip distance apart. Point them out to the side of the mat as we lower down gently into our squat. Bring those prayer hands into those goddess arms. Bring the arms up into prayer and then bring them out. Pelvic tilt. You might need to adjust your feet. Remind yourself to adjust when necessary. Bring them in, prayer hands, out. In, use a lot of resistance here. Keep going. Lower down farther into that squat if you can. 2 more times. Beautiful. Keep those arms out to goddess arms. We're going to come up onto the ball of the foot onto the right and then over to the left. Nice and slow. Keep those arms up. A little bit of burn in those legs. One more time each side. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the mat. Knees are slightly bent. Turn the feet back to the front of the mat. Nice big breath here. Walk those hands out front. Walk the feet back in till you're in downward dog. Ears are in alignment with the arms. Hips are in the air. Bring the right leg up behind you. Bring it through to your chest. Press it back out for 5. Lower down when you're done. Stay in that downward dog. Mind yourself to spread the toes on the right as you bring up the left leg. Rotate those hips to the front of the mat. Bring the knee into the chest for 5. Bring it down, lower down into tabletop. Come down onto your forearms, untuck those toes, push yourself into that beautiful puppy pose. Arms can be extended farther in puppy pose. Long as those hips are in the air and you're sweeping the front of your body down, coming forward as much as that's comfortable. So when you come down, then you push your hips back up a little bit more. Feel that beautiful stretch in that front of the body, that lower back. One more nice deep breath here. Push yourself back into that beautiful tabletop. We're going to do some 4-legged dogs here. Giving ourselves a little bit of a body workout here. Spread those hands, extend that left leg back. Chin is looking down to the mat. Right hand comes out. Shift yourself. Make sure you check that alignment with that wrist and that shoulder. I'm always protecting those shoulders. Fingers are spread apart, foot is flexed, and bring the elbow to the knee for 5. Deep breath. Keep that hand out, that foot out, press forward. And then I want you to tap that foot down on the left, down to the mat for 5, keeping that right arm up. So you bring it back up. Bring it all back to neutral tabletop. Release those hips by rocking them side to side, giving them a little moisture. Back to neutral. Readjust yourself. Extend that right foot out. Turn the hips down, facing the mat. Left arm comes out, maybe looking, you got to look down. And when you're ready, knee to elbow for 5. Take your time. Beautiful work. Keep everything extended as you realign yourself, keeping that arm in line with your ear. We're going to tap that right foot down and bring it up for 5. Remember to breathe. Back to neutral tabletop. Lower the hips over to the right. Extend those arms out. Lift the chin up. Lower the chin down. Back to neutral tabletop. Bring the hips over to the left. Lift up that chin. Gives us that nice little extra stretch on that side body. Inhale back to neutral tabletop. Walk your hands back to your knees, bringing them all the way up. Beautiful mountain hands, pelvic tilt, tilt it all in. And we're going to swing our arms back, and we're just going to do some beautiful camel poses. Touch your right heel with your right hand. Swing the arms back up, using the glutes and the abs So using those abs as you lower down, touch, tighten the glutes as you come up. Nothing too quick here. If you want to lift up that chin each time, tighten everything up. It's one of those beautiful heart opening exercises. Two more. Last time. Release the hands to the mat, back into tabletop. Curl those toes under, downward facing dog. Walk the hands back until you have that dog into position properly. I want you to rock the feet side to side, stretching out those back of those hamstrings. Inhale, bring the right foot forward. One more sun salutation A series. Inhale, warrior one, warrior two. Bring the right arm onto the right knee, extended side angle warrior. Lift up that chin. Beautiful breaths here. Squeeze it all back up to warrior two, warrior one, and then push yourself forward into warrior three. Keeping that left leg up into the air, hands to the mat. And then I want you to walk the fingertips out to the front of the mat, up onto the ball of the foot. So that left leg is still in the air. Lower the heel down for 4. Deep breath, press it all up. Feel that nice stretch in the back of the leg. One more time. Step it forward into forward fold. Deep breath into halfway lift. Nice little slight bend in the knees. Hands are spread apart. High plank. Press it forward. I want you to roll those hips over to the left in high plank. Inhale to center. Rolling over so you're coming onto the balls of the sides of the feet in this motion. Working on that side body. Keep going. Nice and controlled. One more time over to the left or right, whatever you're in. Back to neutral high plank. Low plank. Untuck those toes. Deep breath into that beautiful cobra. Chin is up. Feel that beautiful stretch in the back. Curl those toes under. Step it back into downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the left foot forward. When you're ready, warrior one, warrior two. Extended side angle warrior. Big stretch here. Lift that chin up. Back into warrior two. Warrior one. Nice little bend in that knee. And so you use that back of that foot and you pivot yourself forward into that beautiful warrior three. Hands are extended. One more nice deep breath here. Bring the hands to the mat, keeping that right foot up. Foot is flexed on the right, and then up onto the ball of the foot for 4. Lower the heel down on the left. Follow your breath. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Exhale. Forward fold. Swing the arms side to side. Nice bend in the knees. Step it back into downward facing dog. Down onto tabletop. Back is nice and straight. Spread those fingers. Curl those toes under on downward facing dog. Hover those knees for 5 deep breaths. Pushing those hips back and then lining up those shoulders and those elbows. The knees should only come about 1 inch off the mat. Last breath, lower down, untuck the toes, make your way into a seated position on the mat. Feet are out in front. Walk it out till you can feel those sit bones. Get yourself comfortable. Bring both feet to the mat. Beautiful. Slowly lower down onto your back using your boat pose. Legs are extended. Head is on the mat. Make sure that back gets flat on the mat. Feet are flexed. If you need to readjust, you want to have that back flat. Palms are facing down. I want you to point the toes and hover the feet off the mat. 5 deep breaths here. Bring the legs up into the air. Point and flex the feet. Lower them down. Tap those heels on the mat. Bring them back up for 5. Follow your breath. Use those abs to bring yourself back up. One more time. Bring them up into the air. Lower the knees down. Give yourself a nice squeeze here. Bring both knees into the chest. Open up the feet, open up the wings, bring your feet into butterfly, lower them down to the mat, open up the palms to the sky. Let that back rest. One more nice deep breath before we pick those feet up and touch down for 5. Feel every toe connected. Feel those heels connected. When you're all connected, push them together for some resistance work. Turn the palms facing down so you can feel the mat. Lift up the feet. Nice little pelvic tilt. Lower them down for 5. Lift up and down. Inhale up, exhale down. Beautiful. Feel those abs. Last time, lower them down. Turn the palms facing back up. Release the tension in the leg. Let them relax. Beautiful work. Slowly close the wings. Turn the palms facing down. Let's release that back with our bridges. Walk those feet in nice and close to the glutes. Maybe rocking those hips side to side. When you're ready, back is nice on the mat. Hands are nice and tight towards the body. Spread those fingertips apart. Inhale to your bridge. Pushing yourself backward till you can feel the shoulder blades almost on the mat. Everything's active. Don't let those knees flop open. 3 more breaths. Pushing yourself forward as you roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Let it all settle. When you're ready, inhale, press it back up to your beautiful bridge. Bring both hands underneath you, clasping the hands underneath you. Check the alignment with everything. Extend the right leg out, point and flex a foot for 5. Bring the foot to the mat, press up higher in that bridge. Use those hands for stability as you extend that left leg out and point and flex a foot for 5. Drop that foot, push the bridge up higher. Release both hands, palms facing down. Push yourself forward, rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring both knees into the chest. Bring both hands down to the mat, roll the knees over to the right, gently looking over to the left. Turn the palms facing up. Palms facing down, roll back to center. Bring both knees over to the left. Palms facing up, look over to that right shoulder. Feel that beautiful stretch in that lower back area. Inhale back to center. Bring both feet out. Hands are in that beautiful mountain pose. I want you to rock yourself, pull yourself back up into your boat. Swing yourself up, extend out to that beautiful boat. Bring those knees up and push them out. In and out. In and out. Nice work. Come back to that neutral boat, lift up those feet, point and flex the feet. Release the feet to the mat, roll yourself forward, bring those knees into the chest, bring that chin to the chest. Beautiful, roll into a ball. Let it all go. Slowly releasing, opening up those feet, opening the wings into a seated butterfly, grabbing a hold of your ankles, strengthening and stretching that back, pulling those shoulder blades down. Inhale, look over to the right. Inhale to center. As you gently go over to the left, keeping those shoulder blades down, back is straight. Inhale to center. Release the hands from the ankles. Pull yourself forward, bringing those elbows to the outsides of the shins. Coming forward into a little forward fold here. Follow your breath. Close your eyes. Calm your mind. Release the feet. Slowly make your way back up. Take your hands, close your wings. Walk your feet out to the front of the mat. Slowly lowering down onto your back. Extending those feet out. Walk your feet over to the right. Bring the hands overhead for Bananasana. Bring the hands over to the right. Stretching out that side body. Breathe. Walk the feet back to center. Bring the hands back to center. And then let's make our way over to the left side. Beautiful Bananasana, stretching it all out. Let's come back to center. Release your hands to the side. Open up the hands to the sky. Let the feet flop open for your sweet Shavasana. Let it all go. And breathe. Think about when the breath comes in through the nose. Exhaling, releasing anything that no longer serves us. Beautiful, sweet surrender. When we let go, we receive. Let's bring both feet to the mat. Rolling yourself over into that fetal position. Feeling the weight of your arm on your side body. Embracing yourself, holding your head. One more nice deep breath here. When you're ready, take a deep breath up into a seated position, keeping your eyes closed if you can. Making sure those sit bones are on the mat. Bring both hands onto your knees. Strengthen up the back. Bring the chin into the chest. Roll big circle over to the right, extending that chin into the air. Bringing that left ear over to the left shoulder as you do some nice big rolls here. Pausing at center with your chin to your chest. Switch directions for 2 deep rolls. Bringing that chin up high to the sky when you come around. Pausing at center with your chin to your chest. Take a deep breath, bring the chin up. Exhale, bring the hands up overhead into prayer. Bring them through to your mind. Let it stay open. Bring them through to your heart, where it's always open. Folding your hands forward, let's listen to our intuition. Let it be our guide. Listen to the stories our intuition tells us. It never fails us. With love and light, namaste.
Beautiful, Lori.
Thank you, ladies.